The first pale light on a Wednesday morning crept through the grimy curtains of Tiffany Sparks' cluttered craftsman home in Liberty Hollow, casting long shadows over the towering piles of antiques and unsold Apex Life boxes that choked every corner. Tiffany groaned as her alarm blared from somewhere under a stack of vintage quilts, her hand fumbling blindly until she knocked over an antique music box that clattered but thankfully didn't break.
Oh, come on. Where are my slippers? This room's a maze. Can't even find my own bed half the time.
She shuffled through narrow paths carved between heaps of dusty books, tangled lamps, and forgotten trinkets, her foot catching on a loose rug that nearly sent her tumbling. In the bathroom, the sink was buried under half-empty supplement bottles and old makeup, forcing her to brush her teeth over a precariously balanced basin. By the time she wrestled into her sequined jacket and grabbed her bag, the clock showed she was already late to open Sparkles Again Antiques. And worse, she had an appointment with a potential Apex Life recruit.
Gotta go. That new prospect sounded so interested yesterday. This could be my big break. Sell a kit, maybe even sign her up for the team.
In her rush, Tiffany yanked the front door open and slammed it hard behind her, the vibration rattling through the overstuffed house like a mini earthquake. Inside, a teetering stack of leather-bound books wobbled, then toppled, one heavy tome crashing onto a forgotten desk lamp that glowed faintly, its bulb hot from being left on all night. Sparks flew unnoticed as she sped away. At Sparkles Again, Tiffany flipped the sign to "Open" just as her appointment, a curious young woman named Sarah from the East Side trailer park, arrived. The front display gleamed with Apex Life products, while the antiques lurked in forgotten, dusty shadows.
Sarah, perfect timing. Come in. Let me show you how Apex Life can change everything. These energy boosters, pure magic. And joining the team, it's freedom, flexibility, and real income potential.
Well, I have been feeling run down with the kids and all. Tell me more about the business side. How much to start?
Just a small starter kit gets you in, and with your energy, you'll build a downline in no time. Imagine working from home, no boss, just you sparkling brighter every day.
As Sarah nodded thoughtfully, considering the pitch, Tiffany's phone buzzed ominously on the counter. She glanced at the screen. Liberty Hollow Fire Department. Her heart skipped a beat.
Hello, this is Tiffany. What? My house? On fire? Oh God, no. I'm coming right now.
Tiffany bolted from the shop, leaving Sarah mid-question, her sequined jacket flashing as she raced out the door to her car. Smoke billowed from the roof when she arrived, fire trucks lining the street, hoses snaking across the lawn. Flames still licked from the living room windows, orange against the gray sky. Firefighters shouted orders, water arcing in powerful streams, battling the blaze that had spread from the lamp through the dry, cluttered stacks.
Get that line on the east side. Contain it before it hits the upstairs.
Tiffany stood frozen on the sidewalk, hands over her mouth, watching the battle. Sirens wailed, water hissed on hot wood, smoke billowed thick and black. Minutes stretched like hours until the flames finally retreated, beaten back by relentless hoses. The firefighters lowered their tools, breathing hard, the structure still standing but scarred.
Miss Sparks, we got it under control. Looks like an electrical short from an old lamp. Clutter fed it fast. Structure's sound, but smoke and water damage is bad. Most everything inside, well, it's ruined.
Everything? Grandpa's things, all gone? How did this happen?
That evening, the fire marshal escorted Tiffany through the charred front door. The living room was a blackened ruin, walls stained dark, antiques melted or warped, Apex boxes sodden and ruined, antiques reduced to ash and dusted shards. Water dripped from the ceiling, pooling on the warped floorboards.
It's all gone. Everything I kept. Everything I couldn't let go of.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but the good news is your insurance will cover the rebuild. And the structure held. It's salvageable.
Amid the ashes, a silver lining emerged. Tiffany's fire insurance confirmed full coverage for restoration. A local company arrived quickly to board up windows and doors. A trusted home builder, an old family friend, promised open rooms, fresh paint, new appliances, and space to breathe.
We'll get her back better than before, Tiff. Clean slate, room to breathe, maybe even a chance to start fresh.
That night, Tiffany set up a small cot in the back room of Sparkles again, surrounded by the remaining antiques that had survived in the shop. For the first time, she looked at them differently, not as anchors to the past, but as stories ready to be shared with someone new.
Maybe it's time to let go, Grandpa. Make room for new treasures. And a little less dust.
In Liberty Hollow, Tiffany's fire taught a hard but freeing lesson. Clinging too tightly to the past can spark disasters we never see coming. Hoarding memories might feel safe, but it crowds out the future. And sometimes, a clean slate is the greatest gift. Care for your belongings, cherish wisely and sparingly. And remember, insurance isn't just for what if, it's for when what if becomes what now. Lessons burned into memory this week. Sentimental value has limits. Let go before you become buried. Fire safety starts with clear spaces. Clutter fuels flames. Good insurance turns tragedy into turnaround. Rebuilding isn't just for structures, it's also for lives, lighter and brighter. If Tiffany's close call sparked a thought about your own stuff, or if you've risen from your own ashes, share in the comments. Like if this hit home, comment your story, and subscribe for more tales from Liberty Hollow. We're just getting started. Thanks for joining. Until next time, keep your paths clear and your heart open.